Our round 10 match of the day had all of the makings of a mini-final between West Perth and Subiaco at Arena Joondalup. Subiaco sitting 5th and West Perth 7th. Both really needed to win the 4 points to stay in touch with the top 4. The game got off to a rather innocuous start. A lot of mistakes being made by both sides, and inaccuracy in front of goal for West Perth threatened to cost them dearly. Subiaco made some early charges. Clancy Wheeler was a very good player, and Chris DeLuca, who has been most auspicious in his 3 senior outings for Subiaco, found the major opening, kicking a great goal from deep in the left full forward pocket. Subiaco managed only just 2 goals in that first quarter. So too did West Perth. A great goal there from Chris Coonan, but it was their inaccuracy that really threatened them. They kicked 2 goals 6 to lead in the first quarter at the first change by 6 points. They continued on in pretty good form in the second quarter. A great goal there by Jack Anthony after making an initial mistake, kept Subiaco within touch, and that's what Subiaco did. They managed to stay in touch throughout the course of the afternoon without ever really threatening West Perth. West Perth were outstanding in defence and also up in attack. Barden did extremely well to trap the ball there, and Darcy Barden only kicking 1 goal for the afternoon, but was a good contributor and a hard worker in West Perth's forward line that functioned extremely well, largely due to the efforts of Andrew Strike. He kicked 3 goals for the afternoon. He was always dangerous, and 19 possessions testifies to the impact that he had on this game. They led by 14 points at half-time, West Perth. They stretched the lead out to 28 points at 3-quarter time, and Subiaco continued to stay in the contest, but they certainly suffered more injuries. Chris DeLuca went off with an injury. Coming down with cramp was Rhett Kerr. Also, Connor Davidson came off with injuries as well. You see Callum Sinclair kicking a goal there to keep Subiaco within touch, but in the end West Perth had too many answers, too many big guns. Salicic and Strike combining extremely well. Strike kicking his 3rd goal, and West Perth in the end were quite comfortable despite the fact that Subiaco levelled the last quarter with them. They just had too much of a lead. Salicic was at his best in the second half, keeping the ball alive, continuing to create opportunities for his teammates, and young Aaron Black there with 24 possessions was one of the men of the match. And there it is, the goal by goal and quarter by quarter rundown. 6-point leaders at quarter time, 14-point leaders at half time, 28 points at 3-quarter time, and in the end it was the Falcons. Too good for Subiaco on this big occasion. 14 goals, 100, defeating the Lions 12-6-78, and the margin was 22 points. To next week, and it is state football that takes centre stage. Western Australia travelling across to South Australia. All of the action happening at Glitterole Stadium in Glenelg. Will be live on air from 2 p.m. It's old-fashioned state footy, the best that the SANFL has to offer, up against the best that the WAFL has to offer. So make sure you tune in. State football next week, live on air from 2 p.m.